up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
All right, I am dead. It's all right. So it ended. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the water. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. So for those who are new to the channel, welcome. And we are doing our annual Vlogmas. And for the first 24 days of December, I'll be doing Advent Calendar series. I have actually 4 different ones. All right, and we are on day number 5. Did I say 4? I think it's day 5, right? Because I did the day 3 and day 4 yesterday. All right, so of course, first in the chat today, I almost missed my live because I was like watching something in the net. Like, oh, it's 9:15. I think it was way past 9:15. Anyway, so of course, first in the chat is our dear friend Blossom, who's been very, very busy. So if you have not checked out our dear friend Blossom, her channel is Craft Loving Blooms Freak. All right, next milestone. Okay, the 100. All right, so the 100 subscribers. So yes, please check out her awesome channel. Okay, you'll find tons of amazing content and tips as well. And yes, she said, okay, I guess I was supposed to send her something. I've been very busy. I forgot. And Christopher is back. Good morning, Christopher. I hope that you are fine and that you had enough rest and that you will join me, okay, while having breakfast, on your way to work, whatever it is, just put me in the background. I'm good with that. Otherwise, if you are really busy, thank you so much for dropping by, my dear friends. Yes. And of course, we have here Zell, another content creator, crafty artist friend of mine here based in the Philippines. And she does her own version of an Advent series, but hers is an art journal series. So if you could check out those videos on her channel as well, I would love and I would appreciate that as well. Christopher, I haven't checked out your channel, but I will. All right. So anyway, if you see anybody in the chat that is like somebody that's new to you, yes, go ahead and check them out. And if you like what they have, in case they are actually actual content creators, because sometimes, you know, we just want to watch and support others, but we really don't make any content, and that's absolutely fine. Again, we all thank you so much. Hey, Craft Loving Blooms Freak and Sprinkle with Cards. Yes, Christopher, Craft Loving Blooms Freak is Blossom. All right, and Sprinkle with Cards is Zell with a Z. Yes, Zell. All right. Oh my goodness. Victor! Yes, my friends, this is my dear, dear friend Victor, who is probably covered with snow at this point. Hopefully not. Yes, Victor, we have a ton of collaboration here in the channel. My first 2.5 years or so, we have a monthly regular episode where Victor is in tech, and specifically, internet and stuff like that. So he has been able to give a ton of advice. And if you want to check that out, I have an actual playlist with Victor. Okay, so his channel is Basic Networks and Streaming, or Basic NAS, Basic NAS. All right, this is another channel, but this is the one that you see, Sishong Victor. That's his personal channel, and he has been very instrumental. Okay, I just want to really give out a shout out to my dear friend Victor, because he has helped me with so many issues on tech, and so anything, and a lot of things in between. And when I had my first craft getaway in Boracay, he even flew in, okay, from Chicago, to help me out with all the setup. As many of you know, I am not techie, right? So it's so good to see you back, Victor, in the chat. All right, so probably you are on your way out for work. All right, so thank you, my dear friend, and excited for you to come back to the Philippines in a few months. Yes, it's snowing for you, right, till you miss the Philippines. All right, so I'm sure you're gonna be here pretty soon. Hello, Victor and College Slammer. There you go. All right. Okay, so with that, let's move on to our. Oh, Christopher, is this your cat? Oh, is that the dog? Hold on. Let me make it really big. Okay, because my eyes aren't that. Okay, it is a cat. All right, your avatar is a cat. I might make a mistake, right? See, you see how bad my eyesight is. Okay. Oh, it's working from home today. All right, multitasking. You can do this. Okay, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Great question. Oh my goodness. What is my all-time favorite? Gosh, I can't. Favorite? Just one? What is it that my kids and I... you know that thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger where the kid wanted to have that toy? Gosh, I forgot the name, but it's like every year my kids and I would watch that since they were young. Is it Jingle All the Way? I forgot the title. I'm so bad with titles. But hello, welcome, Luke Spears. Thank you so much for dropping by. All right. Oh, it is a cat. Thank you, Victor. All right. Okay, how about you guys? That's a great question. Since we're doing Advent Calendar series, one of my dear friend, content creator as well, Roy of Tech Troublemaker, has this like top 10 things every December. And this was one question that he asked, like, do you know what is the number one, Christmas movie or series, like that. So it's like every year he does it. It's yes, it's Jingle All the Way. There you go. Right? It's just, it's not deep or anything, but it's just, just fun. All right. Okay. So for those who are here for the first time and you don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually opening up 4 different Advent calendars. The thing is, a different thing that I'm doing right now or this year is that 2 of the Advent calendars that I am actually unboxing and doing are curated by, my loved ones. Okay, this one, the box that you see, is my main crafty Advent calendar. So you cannot find nor buy this anywhere because this was curated by my son and my daughter. So they said, Mom, you have so much stuff. right? So why don't you just use them for your advent calendar? But that's so fun. So to make it, to give it a little bit of a twist, they went around my craft room and then created my very own advent calendar. So we finished with 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're on day 5 right now, and that is okay there. All right, so that's what we're going to be working today. What it is? Okay, we'll see later on. All right, so the second one that I'm doing is this one. All right, so it comes in baggies like this one. Okay, this is where my nanny comes in. So she curated 24 snacks. I love snacking. Victor knows I love snacking. And she put in 24 different snacks for me to, eat while I am actually crafting. Because as for crafters, for those who don't know and is new to the community, crafters love to craft while eating and drinking, right? So how about you guys? I hope that you have had your breakfast and you have, a warm drink for you if ever you are in that side of the globe where it is actually winter. Okay, I would think one of the top movies would be Victor. Yes, actually, that was, I think, the number one. Yes, that's the number one Christmas movie. All right, so yes, I know that's a classic, right? Yes, that's my favorite one too, Victor. There you go, guys. Hello, college slammer. It's day 5, I believe. Yes, college slammer. What is your name so I can call you? Okay, by your name if only you want to. All right, so that is the second advent calendar. So if you missed our days 1 to 4, you can always. I think I haven't made a playlist, right? So I think I should. But the lives that I have, it's there, days 1 to 4. And then the next one is, pretty just for fun. Okay. So my kids love this brand, Trolley, not sponsored. It's a fruity gummy. So this time they released another advent calendar. Yearly they do. So this is for this year. Is it for this year? Or was this the other year? I think this was, I don't know, because I have so many. Okay, but this is the, what am I doing? Yes, this is number 5. So I'm already opening. All right, so that's number 5. So it's all fruity gummies. So it's another green one. Is this a repeat? I think I got this for like day 1 or 2, very similar. It does look like is it like avocado or lime? Because it says fruity. So it has to be a fruity flavor. So anyways, probably since there's 24, I probably really might get a repeat. So we're gonna be eating that later on. So that's for the Trolley Advent Calendar and BT21. So maybe a lot of you do not know this because this is very specific. BT21 is a product line, okay, that has very, very cute characters that represent the different members of the K-pop band called BTS. Right? So I know a lot of you probably would like to know. So these are the different characters that you can find inside. There's 24. So we got a magnet. Yesterday we got a keychain. And then some mini figurines. So it's a mix of different things, but with the different characters. So this cute fluffy one is called RJ. Okay, and this is the character that represents Jin. He's actually my bias. When you say bias in K-pop lingo, that means he is the one that I really like. All right, so, and this is Shuki. Right, Shuki. He's like a cookie. All right. And this is Suga. Okay, the avatar or the BT21 character for Suga. And this is Mang, M-A-N-G. Okay, and he's the character for J-Hope. There's 7 members in BTS. And this is Koya. This is exactly what I got for day 1 and represents RM, their leader. All right, and this is Jimmy, and this represents Jimin, and this is Tata. I think Tata was day 2, and it represents Taeyong or V. Okay, and then this is Cookie. Okay, it's the avatar or BT21 for Jungkook. And this character represents or this van represents the army. Army is what they call the K-pop, like fandom, like that, right? So now we're gonna open up number 5. So we opened up 1, 2, and it fell. And I'm supposed to make a shorts out of this, but then it fell. 3, 4. Now we're on to day number 5. All right, Victor, when are you gonna go live again? All right. Oh. Attention. Why is there no number 5? What? This has only 12, by the way. This 12. But 1, 2, 3. Let me check. Okay. Let me check. 1, 2. The other one I can't find, but this is 3. Right? So the day 2 is missing, but this is day 3 and 4. So we should be doing day 5. But there's nothing here. Quality control, calling quality control. Okay, there is literally nothing on day number 5. Wow. All right, I have to give them an email. Why is there no number 5? All right. Anyway, so probably I don't know why your guess is as good as mine. Okay. So I can't do 6 because that's for tomorrow. So let's see. Anyways, that was a surprise, right? Nothing. All right. So let's go back to this one. What am I gonna be snacking on together with this trolley? Oh, by the way, remember yesterday for day 3 was Quaker Oats? It was okay. There's just a slightly bitter taste at the end, but as you can see, it's gone. But I wasn't able to eat this anymore because I was so tired. I fell asleep. So we'll try to snack on this as well today. So that was day 4, and now moving on to day number 5. All right, what is for day number 5? Okay, see? They say when you open packages, you have to rip it. Okay, so I'm ripping. Okay. All right. Okay, good. It's small. This is either a cookie or some kind of nuts. It's mini Oreo. Chocolate flavor. Right? So, yes, Victor knows my kids actually love this Oreo, but this is the mini version. So, these are the snackies we're going to be doing today. All right. And so, the next one. Okay. So, again, I was very disappointed with the BT21. Now, day number 5 revealed nothing. Anyways, okay, so let's move that aside and let's go down to number 5. What do you think, my friends, is inside number 5? All right. So there's a sound. It's solid. So it could be a die. What else could sound like this? Not pens. I think, yeah, it's a die. It's a die. I think that's my guess. It's a set of dice or it's a die. Okay. Let me see. Day 5 says you get nothing. That is unfair. I didn't get it to get 11 things. I expect 12, right? Okay, an email is to be sent for sure. That was really a surprise. You get nothing. Maybe 5 started dating number 12 and then let's see. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I laughed too loud. Let's see. Maybe they made a mistake and put two things together in one. Anyways, we will. Oh, you know what? Yes, maybe I don't email them first. Let's finish all the 12. And if we really see that it didn't get accidentally placed in another day, then it's okay. We all make mistakes. But if there's really nothing there, that's a different story altogether. I actually went to the mall to make sure I get how this kinds of merch, it's like the minute it gets released, it gets sold out in like a flash. I kid you not, right? So it's kind of disappointing to see that number 5 I get nothing. uh, did it fall behind in a different look? I'll show you. It's impossible to fall because I'll show you the kind of look. Right. Oh yeah, unless it's very very tiny, I don't think it can. See, look at the walls of that thing, right? So I don't think it can. Right, it's pretty tight on. Oh yeah. If you lift this one, all right. Okay, I won't judge just yet. Okay, maybe because you need to do like this and that. Okay. All right. It's just a surprise that I didn't get anything for 5. And here is Mr. Roy, Tech Troublemaker. Happy Vlogmas. Roy! Okay, somebody in the chat, I think it was Luke, asked earlier on, what is your favorite Christmas movie and what is the number 1? And I think Victor and Christopher did say A Christmas Story. If I remember right, in your trivia episode, several Christmas Vlogmases away, you did say it was A Christmas Story, right? 5 gold. So it was 5 golden rings, Roy. Oh, Krampus stole it. It was a stick-on tattoo for number 5. Oh, bonus on day 5. We opened them all. Oh my gosh, friends. This is... Okay. I gotta stop laughing. I might, end up having a tummy ache. Anyways, let's just, check out number... Where's number 5? Okay, any guesses? My dear friends, for those who might not be crafters, what do you think is inside? Okay, my kids, my son and my daughter went around my craft room, okay, and checked out, and picked out things that can fit in, of course. This is not a very big, advent calendar. So some boxes are even smaller, some are bigger, wider, but they all have like the same height or something. So they can't fit in a paper or big tools or stamps and stuff. So it's just limited to small items. All right. So my guess is that it's a die because of the way it sounds. Okay, Roy's favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life, followed by Elf and, oh yes, of course, Die Hard. Okay, do you agree or would you agree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie? That has been, an ongoing debate among the community, right? So, but yes, I actually, yes, my kids also love Elf. I haven't even, watched A Wonderful Life, but I have to, right? I love the Miracle on 34th Street too. Yes, very heartwarming, right? All right. So, any guesses, my friends, before I open up day number 5? This is from our main craft advent calendar this year. All right. So, number 5. Let me see. No No guesses yet? Okay, so let's see. This is not a die. Oh! All right. Let me see. Oh my goodness, my kids. All right. So, do you know what this is? Can anybody make a guess? I'm not sure if this is something that is, I'm from the Philippines, by the way, my dear friends, right? So, this is a current fad or fashion nowadays here in the Philippines. All right. So, do you know what this is? Okay, that's why it jiggles because of this thing. All right. So, can you give me a guess in the chat what this is? Okay, it keeps on falling. Yes, this is it. What do you think is this? All right. So, I'll check. It could be a small tub of but it was a very very loud sound. I think sequence wouldn't have, or maybe yes if it's a small tub, yes. Okay, but small shaker bits, yes, I that could be right before. Okay, day 5, Lego glitter, die packs. All right, so dangle base, yes, name tag. It's too small for a name tag, Roy. Right? But yes, Blossom got it right. This is a dangle base for a what? Dangle base for a yes. Look said it's an iPhone lanyard. Wow, you guys. Okay, so is this something that is also like in fashion where you are right now? Because I think that the reason I have this is because I have been creating several gifts for several friends using this, right? So personalizing them based on the friend or the person I'm going to give it to. Yes, okay, or specifically an iPhone lanyard clip or a phone. Okay, it doesn't have to be an iPhone. All right. So Christopher has that. It's a name tag. Hi, Marian. Yes, it's a phone accessory. Marian, is this something that, my dear friends, this is Marian Crest. Her channel is all about planners, journals, and productivity, and also about trying to use those to help mindset if you are anxious and stuff like that. So check out her channel, and she's based in Australia. So it's actually pretty late for her, but she is here. So Marian, do you have this? Do you use this? Okay, it goes in the charging slot of a phone case so you can attach a lanyard. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, exactly. Okay, so genius, right? So they thought of this, right? I was thinking they will just choose like, anyways, it's in my craft room, so yeah. All right, so this is what it looks like, right? So that your phone, right? So you can actually like put it in a and normally you can put like several, right? So some people, they have like so much stuff hanging on it, right? So it's like that. So when you have it in your pocket, let me see, is it this one? All right, so camera. All right, so when you have it on your pocket here like that, you can put it like that, right? And then this thing like jiggles on the side like that. So if you or it's so easy to pull out your phone, right? So that's how it is used, right? So so this is that one. So pardon my phone, this is see, a very old phone. Right? So what you do is okay, notifications keep on popping in. All right, so yes, we have iPhone 17, and this is an iPhone 12, and it still works. I'm not very what do you call this? What do you call that? particular about, as long as I can text and I can message and I can do a little bit of, internet and stuff, that's okay. Right? So you normally have phone cases. You cannot use this without a phone case. Okay, so you just remove your phone. Okay, like so. Okay, from your phone case. All right, and then you have that slot underneath, right? So this is the one I have. Okay, I like rose gold. That's why it's rose gold, right? So, and then you have that. So there's a part there that is like higher, and that goes under. Okay, because if it's over, you cannot put in the plug. So yes, you can still charge your phone even if this is here, because it will not bother with the phone with a slot. So you just put it in like so. Okay, and then you put back your phone, and then you're good to go. Another one that is like this is, do I have it? It's not as sturdy, so I don't recommend. Gosh, I don't even know where I placed my like this. Right, so there's another one where it's just plastic here, right? So you can put it in like so, and then put back your phone. So you do need to have like a kind of a phone case. So there you go. So if you want to charge it, I don't have the charger for this phone here, but it's still lightning. So let's say, for example, so you can see you can still put it in, and it won't, because it's still open, and it won't, lock the wire for you to charge your phone, right? So that is what I'm gonna be working on. So apparently it's not gonna be paper crafting. All right, so what are you gonna do with that? Yes, you can't do anything about this one, but what we're gonna be making, okay, I can't make this. This is math. Right? So, but what I can make with this is probably their intent is for me to make, okay, the charms, okay, that can go with that, with that. Okay, so let me just, okay, check back at the chat. Hi, Marian. Thank you, Luke. Yes, my friends, this is Marian. Normally have matching cords with it, but I like the idea of making customized wristlet and charms. So there you go. Yes, and that is basically, I think, what I will be doing with this. Okay, be sure to spread Christmas cheer by hitting the like button. Yes, thank you so much, Roy. Yes. Okay, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel as well, my friends, maybe you would consider subscribing. All right, I'm Mommy Guide Inc. on all the socials. All right, and of course, okay, I still have my iPhone 12. I'm perfectly good with it. It does have sometimes a little buggy, but it still works. I think when the time comes when I can no longer update, I learned that from Victor. It becomes a security issue. There's a security issue, and then that's the time I will have to change, right? And this is Vicky. VJ Designs is Vicky, my friend. So if you have not checked her out, she does a lot of paper crafting, art journaling, and everything in between. Please do check her out as well. Hello, Vicky. I still have an S22. Okay, it's not a Samsung. I'm not sure. I'm very bad at phones because I'm not really very into that kind of tech. Good morning, everyone, from Vicky. Okay, good night. Okay, good night, Luke. Thank you so much for that very engaging question that you asked. All right, I hope that you have a great rest of the day wherever you are. Okay, I still use my Galaxy S4. Ah, okay. So I'm in my right company, right? So phones are nice and okay. It's just that they change so fast, right? So, and for me, I just need a phone so I can, text my family, my customers. That's it. Nothing fancy. Uh, I still, yeah. Good night, Luke, from Christopher. Thanks, Christopher. I have an iPhone XR. Okay, I don't even know what an iPhone XR is. Okay, I remember I attended eCam, creator camp, the very first creator camp. And there's this activity that we were supposed to do. And one of the owners of eCam said, okay, because we're supposed to take a selfie and then turn that into what do you call this, a thumbnail and stuff like that. So everybody was doing it, and then he walked up to me. I think it was Ken, and then Ken said, "Lala, you know what? You can do what was that special function of that phone? I forgot what they call it, but at any rate, I told him, I don't think so. No, it's a very easy la. I'll teach you how. And that time, what I had was this iPhone 12 and an iPhone 7S. So I told him, with this phone? Oh, yes, you can have that. So, everybody I know has a newer, better, nicer phone than I am. I think I have the oldest phone amongst all my friends. Anyways, that's fine. You can still always put something like this, to jazz up your phone. Okay, this can also be used not just for the phone, also for your bags, anything where you can actually, hang stuff, right? So, but with that, okay, since I don't know what we are going to be making, so I do need to get supplies for this, because what I have around me are mostly for card making, and every now and then I do make accessories and jewelry stuff, wire works and stuff like that. So I do need to get some supplies. So while going through that, give me just a few, hopefully just a minute or so, because it's in the anteroom just beside my streaming table. I will just go grab them. So maybe this is the perfect time if you need to do bathroom break, or you need to grab some snack or breakfast or whatever it is. But I'll see you in a few minutes. Please don't leave, and I'll see you very, very fast. Okay. B-boy. B-boy. Help, sweetheart. Can you? Here, baby. Okay, can you put them here? Okay. And the other one, please. Okay. I'm back and I'm eating the gummy. It's got it. It's a citrusy. Okay, here. Careful. Okay, I'm gonna show them what we have over here. I hope it doesn't fall. Oh, this is scary, B-boy. B-boy, help. Guys, hold on. Wow. Wow, this is heavy. Can you remove this one? So can we move it like this? Okay.
Sorry. Knock on wood.
All right. And let's open up this mini Oreo. Okay. So I have the things I need. Hopefully we'll be able to use. Okay. So here. Go down. Okay. So I have here several bins where you can... Oh, come on, camera. Okay. See some of the supplies that I'll be using. And also on another bin. So I have them in bins like this. Normally they're in the cabinets. It's just that I have been doing a lot of, gift preparations because it's, the holidays. So Let's grab some mini Oreo. Ooh, I've never had. I always have like the regular Oreos because my kids. Mm, this is good. At least how many calories? Let's count calories. I won't say how much per serving. Energy 100 kilocalorie. Okay. It is Oreo. Yeah. All right. Later, we're gonna check cow cheese and see if it's delicious. Okay. So this is like a bead board where you can design. Doesn't have to be this. If you have like a piece of cloth, like a small towel or stuff, that can be, so that if you have beads, it won't roll off like that. All right, so let's recreate something similar. Okay, so let me see. First, what do we need? We need, okay, so this is what we call a lobster clasp. Because, like a lobster, like the lobster thing like that, right? So, oh, this is another one. This one actually is a variation for a salvation bracelet. Yes, I'm a Christian, and I give this out to some friends and, my kids' friends, right? So there's a story behind all the colors and stuff. So that's nice. All right, so this is black. All right. So I'll let you choose. What do you think should I use? Okay, so since this is black, what lobster clasps? Okay, will it be purple, black, mint green, or white? Oops, it's not closed. All right, so what do you think? All right, XR is what I had before I got the 16 Pro. Oh, you are not, Vicky? So okay, so before I get a new phone, I have to ask you all. I wanted to get an A16, but all the reviews kept me from upgrading my Samsung. Right? So if you do want to upgrade a phone and there's like a new release, is it advisable that you jump in and buy that, or do you wait a year? Or when do you actually buy? Let's say you have all the means, right? So you have the budget and that you do have a working phone. It's just that, like, when do you actually need to buy? Maybe some of our tech friends here can give us advice. Yummy! Love Oreo, said Christopher. Purple! Christopher likes purple. Oh, everybody wants purple. Purple and white. Okay, let's see if we can create two. So purple and white wins. Oh yeah, it does look nice as well. Okay, and white. So contrast. All right. Oh, but we only have one. Oh yeah, because we can always put two in one, right? How I wish I can send this over to, one of you. It's just that, what? Let's try. Because, I had, since what happened to that episode of what happened to the package I sent to Blossom, I got scared. I used to, send stuff to people and then stop when that happened. All right. So you do need some like tools. For me, I use, what do you call this? A flat, this is a flat nose. This is like a bent nose. The mini tools, not the big ones, but the mini tools, right? So I like this bent one better because when I have to open up like rings and stuff, it's easier, okay, when you want to put things apart than with the straight one. But they don't have like, what do you call those? Grooves, so that it doesn't leave an impression on the things. And of course, a wire cutter, because I normally have to use a wire. So look at when I make. Okay, you can always use wax cord or different kinds of wires for your charms, but I find that using, wire is it makes it stronger, make it last longer. Okay, so that's why I do have like a wire cutter. Okay, so okay, I will let you choose the beads. Okay, so let's see. All right, so which one, guys? Okay, would you like? Let me see. Okay, let's do this. All right. Let's make this A, B, C, D, and E. Right? So our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So which of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Would you want me to create something similar? Okay, so would it be like this, like this, like this, like this, like this? All right. So these are all like with like you can use as a wristlet like that. All right, or just a dangle. All right. So maybe that's it. Okay, just two wristlet or just a dangle. Okay, between something like this or this. Okay, that's I think. Okay, so this or this. All right. So I'll know which one to choose. Okay, this is Victor's advice for those who are planning to get, maybe not just phone, but tech stuff. If you're going to get an iPhone, make sure it has a number. I don't. Oh, what do you mean it has a number? I don't get iPhones with letters. Oh, I would never buy a brand new one and I would never buy anything on a basic phone. Again, that's Victor's. All right. Thanks, Victor. All right. And Blossom, I compare features and specs, of course. And of course, the price. I never get the newest thing. Oh, okay. So you do wait it out a bit. All right. Thank you, Blossom. I'm the same way, Blossom. Okay, like Christopher. I got the Pro mainly because of the camera because I love to take pictures. Yes, it's amazing how the cameras of the new phones right now are super amazing, right? They can really, kind of rival the X, what do you call that? The DSLRs, right? Which are very expensive and kind of heavy. D or sorry, I changed it. A B C D. A B C D. Oh, you like this kinds. Okay. Or 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so a wristlet. 5. Okay, so probably okay, we'll do both. A wristlet and and a just a hanging charm. I still have and use a Fujifilm camera that came from the 1900s. Okay, I actually have the face cam that I'm using right now is a Canon 5D Mark II. Very, very old. I think probably 20, absolutely more than a decade, more than 10 years old. But it's still okay. Okay, Vicky likes a dangle. Okay, I love those camera, right? One of the things I think that made me have a C3, C4, C5 issue right now, because when my kids were younger and we would travel, I would carry that heavy, bulky, that thing I'm using right now with a big lens, on my neck. Okay, and I think that really took a toll on my spine when I grew older. So be careful with what you put on your neck and your shoulders, right? So when you're younger, you feel, everything is fine. But when you get to be my age, you will feel all the things that you have done wrong to your body will appear, right? So dangle. Okay. As long as it still sticks, I will use it. Same here, my friend. Same here. All right. So let's just use it. As I remember, some people might get dizzy with all the snow, and I think Victor doesn't like snow, or because he has had snow quite a lot this week. Okay, I'm the same way. So Christopher and Blossom has a lot of things in common. I still use my cricket expression. Awesome. You know what? I still have that. I think I did a video on all the crickets that I've had in the past. Probably it's in one of the older videos or live streams that I had in the past. All right, so let's make a dangle primarily. And okay, and also let's try to make a wristlet. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. This one is one. Okay, so we're gonna do one with the white lobster clasp and one with the purple one. All right, now let's choose the beads that we're gonna be working with. Okay, I have a lot, so it's going to be difficult. Okay, let me see. Let me just show you first what we can. Okay, so with this one, all right, so it says like it's a cute one. Okay, so let's make one that's kind of cute, see, and one that's a little bit more for, more formal or more appropriate for, not just for kids, but for those who are a little bit, older. All right, but you know what? I still like this one, even though I'm old. Right? This one has like this one, like a chip bag, and this is an M&M yellow, and then that's what do you call that? Ribbon. Okay. So this is this is another one I made for my daughter. Okay, so the thing is you just need to plan whatever like beads color combination you want to use, and then continue on from there. All right, so let's see. Okay, so if normally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do 5. Okay, so with the white. Okay, so do we want okay, maybe for the purple, let's do that. Okay, and then okay, so maybe with the white, let's do a little bit more formal. For the purple, let's do something more. Okay, so maybe do you want to put the ribbon? Okay, I'll just put out stuff and tell me if you want to put that in. Okay, and I'll go through what I have here. Okay, and these are cute stuff. Okay, so that okay, so let's put some of this over here. Maybe this is what we're gonna use for our wristlet. Okay, so okay. When I buy beads, I buy them in packs like this. It's by weight. I'm not sure how beads can be bought where you are, but these are very affordable. And so you can make a ton from, a lot of, depends on what you're going to be making, but definitely several, okay, from a pack like this. All right. And then, of course, this is the wire that I'm going to be working with to create the bracelets. All right. And then, let me see. What else do I have here? Okay, and then we could probably okay, use this blue. Yeah, maybe. Okay, and then okay, so for the cutesy ones. Okay, I do need some of these. These are bead clamps. Okay. That is used for you to like hold the thing together so it's not gonna unravel later on. All right, so okay, do you like any of these? Okay, do you like any of these? There's an ice cream, another kind of ice cream. All right, I'm gonna put it there, and then you guys decide. This is Kurumi. This is Kurumi with a bow. And then I have some red, yellow. This one. This one. All right. I don't know if you want a cross. And then let's add some of this cute, round beads. So normally I try to mix different kinds of texture and size of beads. It makes it a little bit more, nicer. Okay. So I also have like different color of the chip bag. We also have a pink, a blue. All right. Yeah. Okay. That would be nice. We could, okay, so things like this, we call them bead spacers. So like, let's say instead of just one bead after the other, you can put them in between. Okay, do I have a sample here where I use a bead spacer? Oh, it's nothing here. Maybe another one. Yeah, maybe it's not here. All right, so what else is there? Okay, so for the a little bit more formal one, we can use something like that. Right? So all right, so we can use this kinds of beads. Right? Some are glass beads, some are faux Murano beads, like this ones. You see they have like different like textures and stuff. Right? So it's like choice overload. There's so many. All right. So anyways, let's just put this here and let's check what we want to do. So it's very easy. So now let's say you have chosen what you want to do. All right. So let's do the first one. Okay. And let's try to recreate. Okay. So sometimes it's nice to have like a sample, right? Okay. So, of course you have to start with your main lobster clasp. That will, be part where you're going to put it on the bag itself. All right? So, you know what? You guys decide. You tell me. I'm just going to put it together. Okay. Okay, oops. What's everyone's favorite holiday flavor? Mine's gingerbread. Oh, there's a gingerbread flavor? I like cinnamon. I eat and drink gingerbread all year long. I love everything gingerbread, period. You know what? Now you made me like, I don't even know what gingerbread flavor tastes like. I have to check that out, my friends. It's the best. See, it's like, it's like Christopher and Blossom are so, so like, I know, right? It's the best, said Christopher. Loving. I asked my husband if we can make our house into a gingerbread. Heck no, woman. Oh, maybe you'll get only for Christmas. I want a gingerbread cat house for my cat. Guys, I do have like a gingerbread house. Maybe I'll do that as one of my content. I'll make a short video of that. I've had it. I'm not sure. Does it expire? Maybe. Right? I'll check first if it's still okay. Don't show me. I'm on a no-buy spell right now. All right. Yes, there's so much awesome deals during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and yes, it's okay. They barely play with it. I do need to do the cinnamon trick to keep them out of the tree. Oh yes, I heard that the cats don't like cinnamon. Mixed it with more vinegar. Oh, okay. Why does the vinegar make the tree last longer, Blossom? Because the trees here, like obviously we don't have like those kinds of trees here in the tropics, but sometimes like Costco, like what you have, we have, it's called like SNR. They do sell like several weeks before Christmas, like really real trees for Christmas tree, but most are the fake ones, the plastic ones, so we can have them like all year out. Yes, yes, I do know that. Yes, they're great for cleaning jewelries, also removing scents, right? Foul smell. I agree, Blossom. Roy said you could build a gingerbread house to live in. If you varnish it a lot or polyurethane. By the way, Roy did like just recently redid his streaming background, his studio. So I'm super excited for that. Okay. Habby said no to that idea. It is the best, especially mopping floors. The smell of bleach gets to me. Yes, it's a more organic way, right, of cleaning. Okay, and especially if you have like fur babies, like cats don't like the smell. Oh, really? I use it to keep cats from ruining furniture. Oh, really? They don't like? Okay. See? We're learning so many other things other than crafting here, right? So let me see. Okay, so what will we put over there? All right. So we can put the that one. Okay, and then we can put that. And what else do we want to put? Do we want to make it like all purple? Okay, since this is like all purple, do I have any more purple stuff in here? I do have like this purple. Okay, do I have like that purple for that one? Purple. Yes, so let's make, since this is purple, okay. I'm gonna go monochromatic. All right, so okay. So we'll have that. Do I have that? Okay, in purple. Okay. And then this is kind of big. It's gonna be quite a long one. All right. So we'll do another one over there. So, and then so this is how I do it. I plan it out. I lay it out like so, like what you're seeing right now. And so it's easier to like put them together. Okay, so maybe we will, and then eventually go out like that. Okay, so yes, so this will be the dangle. Okay, I mean the regular dangle one. Okay, so that means this. Oh, okay, so since it's gonna be just a dangle, so we have to put it one after the other. Okay, and then this is gonna be okay, so maybe like that. All right, so let's start. Okay, so measure, okay, how long it is, and then double that, and then add a little bit more extra. Okay, and then that's okay, that's gonna be our wire. Okay, so I just cut it with the wire cutter. Okay, let's put this aside. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put those two together. Okay. Put this. Get your lobster clasp. Okay, put that in. Okay, and then just put both of the ends into the hole. Okay, like so. Okay, and then gradually pull it. Pull. Pull. Okay, so now you have, okay, like that. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay, Vicky has a question for Roy. How do I get my iPad to go off full screen? It's doing this really only on this channel. Oh, okay. Roy and Victor, if you can help us out with this one, please. Please help our dear friend Vicky. Okay. Here's the tip. Okay, from Blossom. Use half vinegar and half water. Okay, so, or a 1:1. Okay, so half vinegar and half water. All right. Thank you so much, Blossom, for that great, awesome tip. All right. So let's start and put this bead first. Okay, again, you can use any bead. Okay, so one thing that sometimes different beads have different openings or diameter. Okay, let me see. Can I still make this zoom in further? No. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, and then I'm just going to, okay, bring this in. Okay, good luck to me as I cannot, I'm just, hopefully I can see. Okay, correct. So there you go. All right, and then I will get another. Okay, so there's no like, you have to have like 3 beads on this one. And no, this is where, you can go crazy with a million and one possibilities, right? So there is like no right or wrong thing for this one. Okay, so now we have 3, okay, 3 things left. Okay, so maybe what we're gonna do is from here, remember you have two wires. Okay, so I will like kind of make a loop, okay, just to make sure that it will not unravel on the other side. And then on one side I will continue to put in the next bead like so. And then do I want another one? Okay, so maybe let's put in this ribbon. Okay, and then let's put in another bead. Okay, and then we are going to put this one over there. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back until we reach that part. Okay. So some people, they use like wax cord. It's up to you what kind of a material or wire you want to use. It's just I find that this kind of wire makes my charms last longer, withstand all the pulling and stuff. Okay, can you still hear? All right, so I'm just basically going back up, okay, to this point. Okay, you know what? Let's do it one at a time. All right, so I'm done with that part. Okay, and then let's do this part. Okay, I mean this bead. I'm done. All right, let me see. Is this okay enough? Right, so there you go. All right. Okay. And then, okay. I will put in a crimp bead. Okay. Okay, this is where I normally have an issue because it's super tiny. Okay, I normally find difficulty, okay, putting it in. Okay, one is in, another one. Okay, if you have, let's say you use not this kind, but let's say wax cord, I'll show you how to tie it. Okay. Okay, a lot of many different ways to, actually do this. Okay, but you know what? I think, okay, since this is, no, okay, let's try to, okay, I think I would rather, because I might have a hard time hiding it. Okay, let me just pull everything in. And I will just pull it back. Okay. You know what? Okay. I'm going to put it all. I'm going to redo it because I want to have a different way of closing it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just go grab this. Okay, it's what I'm doing is just basically, yeah, let's just okay, redo this one. Like this one, I use a cord. Okay, so since this one I'm using a wire, so let's put it back first. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in my bead wire, like my crimp bead wire, my crimp bead ahead. Okay, so there it is. No, where is it? Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, I have to show you how little this one is. Okay, so you see that very small thing. Okay, that is what I'm going to use later to eventually close this. Okay, so I'll make 2 just to make sure, especially when you have like heavy beads, you want to make sure that they don't. Oh, where is it? Well, I added 2 already. Why is there only 1? Okay, there's 2 already. Okay, so there's 2. Okay, and now we string it back again. Start from scratch. Sorry about that. It's okay. You can always change our mind. Okay, so how's everyone in the chat? Okay, again, maybe if you are watching, yes, I'm doing it something different. So for Vlogmas, especially since we don't know what we're getting, it's not gonna be all about paper crafting or card making. Expect different kinds of things to happen, especially now that I don't even know what it is inside, right? So, but at least I know it's in my craft room. So if it's in my craft room, it means I hopefully know how to use them, right? Because it's in my craft room. Or probably if it's like a hoarded thing, then finally it's an opportunity to use whatever I've had for a while. Okay, and then this one, okay, you put that in, and then okay, now we go back. Okay, oh, but because it's long and I cut my wire several times, will it reach? Will it reach that one? Let me see. I feel not. So we probably need to. Oh, what have I done? to where will it reach? Okay, so I think I have to, okay, remove one of these. Okay. Uh-huh. Miscalculating. Let me see. Will this be enough? Okay. Can I still put in? Maybe I can still put in my ribbon. Let me see. Because the end of this wire still needs to be able to go back up to the other end so that I can fasten it. Okay, let's see. Hopefully. Oh, but this one isn't a good. Okay, you know what? I'll just use Screw Me. All right. Anyway, it's black, right? So, because it's too too thick, my wire might not be able to reach the top. Oh, no, also. Okay, we gotta remove. What have I done? How did I measure this? Why is it too short? Okay. Make sure that, it's better to have it longer than, in the end. Okay, I think this is okay. But in the end, don't have like enough. So we just simply go back up. Because you know what? You can actually use your pliers like so. Okay, once you put it in, okay, you use this to pull it so that it's nicely. All right. Because if it's just your fingers, okay. All right, there you go. Okay, now we continue putting it. This should be very, very fast. This is just so easy. You just put it in to the holes of your beads. The only limitation normally for this, especially if you're using wire, is that, the size. Sometimes some beads have very small holes, so you need to make them bigger by what do you call that? A borer. Okay, so where's the other one? I am losing the other one. There you go. So both are up. Okay, grab. Okay. Where is the other one? Where's the other one? Okay, and then we'll just put the other one in again. All right. So this one, come on, come in. Oh, because this one has 1, 2, 3 holes. And I cannot, this is reminding me of the blindfold challenge we did yesterday. Because truly, I'm finding it hard to see. All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. And now the last. Okay, and with this one, we do need to find where are our, okay. Amazing. I made it too tight. All right, there you go. Push. All right. I should have just used a cord. It would have been easier. But then, as I said, I don't really like cords. I like wires. But for this kind of project, I think our cord is better, easier. All right. So let me just put this into our crimp bead. Okay, I don't know if you can see the crimp bead because it's very, very small. Oh, the struggle of putting it into the hole of the crimp bead. Okay, this is a struggle, my friends. Okay, so maybe let's put it one at a time. Okay, so you have 1, 2. What is supposed to be like finish in minutes? Just because I cannot see. Okay, I need what do you call that? A magnifying glass of some sort. Okay, there you go. Okay, can you see? I remember there was a Vlogmas episode where I did, put together like a tiny house, like a miniature house with several rooms. I think it's the not the living room, and then it had lights and stuff. Just what I'm doing right now. I made, I cut the wires kind of small, too small, that in the end, you know what, even if just one, I could just enter into one of the crypt. Because the thing here is I made the wires too small. So in our next, the one we're gonna make later, I'm gonna make sure, you know what, I'm just gonna use this so that, because my fingers are too fat. Okay, and we're gonna make this go through this crimp beads. Ah, the struggle is real. Okay, if I really can't make this, I have to do this. No giving up. No giving up. See how difficult it is when it's too small. Ugh. Ugh. So, when you go live, yeah, these things, it does happen. Okay, things that like, what? Normally won't happen to you when you're working off, offline or not live. This would be like super fast. You're done in, a jiffy. But now that you're live, it's like, oh. Okay, there you go. Push, push, push in. Push in. Come on, you can do this. Ah. Okay, we have one down. Okay, so we just need one more to go. Okay, one more to go. One more. We're good. Okay. Sorry about the chat. I'm hoping that you're talking amongst yourselves. Okay, by the way, we do have, if you have more time, right, and you want to watch more unboxing and advent calendar series projects, we do have, Crafty Al, call me Crafty Al, Alicia doing her advent calendar. We have Shanna who does videos instead of live stream for her advent calendar series. Oh, finally. Did you see that? I finally got it in onto the first crimp bid. Okay, this is for that one. Yay! All right, so there you go. All right, so come on, Crimpy, get out of there. Okay, so now we just need to put it into the last crimp bead. Okay, and we're finally gonna be able to finish this off. All right, so this would have been so easy if we did this with a cord. Where is the big one? I think we had the big one. I know I had it already in. Do you feel the struggle is real, my friends? You know what? I'm just gonna. Okay. And then, where is this one? And I'm going to. Where's the other big? I can see the chat moving. You did such a great job on that blindfold. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Oh, that was super fun. Okay, Blossom in the chat was there as well, my friend. So you have to watch what she did. It was super nice. You know, I love all the colors of her card. That was super fun. And it's a blessing that when it was her turn, I was actually at a pit stop. So I was able to watch hers. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna. Okay, there you go. And I'm just gonna cut that thing. All right, and this one we're gonna crimp. Okay, flatten that crimp bead. Okay, and then cut the other one. Okay, there you go. Ah, for something so small and so easy to do, it took me forever. Goodness. All right, so that's our first one. All right, so let's move on to the other one super fast. But before we do that, let me just go back to the chat. Just sub to everyone. Thank you, Christopher. Christopher, is this your main channel? Christopher Hoster 9147. Okay, what did Victor say? Oh, yes, yes, Vicky. Yes, I'm apologies. So normally, because I'm doing live stream vertical, right? So if you want those messages not to like overlap, you need to click on it so that it will go onto your main browser. Okay, so because initially when you see me, I will come up as part of the shorts feed. And then when the chat comes in, so like half of the screen will be like that. And so you can barely see what I'm doing. So what you do is you click on like me, like the Mommy Guide Inc. And now you're going to be in my, you know, my regular. It's like watching a regular video on YouTube or a live stream, but since this is vertical, it's not gonna fill the whole screen, but like that. But at least the chat, it's not gonna be over the screen. There you go. Yeah, so I hopefully again, when somebody is streaming vertical like what I'm doing right now, it's one of the ways for you to get more views and get new people to watch you, because you will be shown on the shorts feed. And since I'm on the shorts feed, the chat will kind of overlap onto the screen like that. So for that to stop, okay, so that you can watch me on like the usual when you watch a video or a live stream on like the what do you call that? Not horizontal, but not portrait, landscape mode. So you click on that, and then now you're not on the shorts feed anymore. You're in my regular, like, I don't know what you call that, part of my YouTube. And then, but I will be like this. So there's black spaces on the left and the right, and I'm like that. That's the only downside of this one. No, it's not something you did, Vicky. Yes, so on the computer it's okay, right? But when you are on the phone, yes, that's when it gets pretty cute. But it was so hard because the thing is, I miscalculated the length, right? I told you it's whatever is the no. So, anyways, because I did cut like a big chunk of it a while ago, right? Should have not. Okay, because I kept on changing how many beads I wanted to add. I had my sister subscribed. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Thank you to your sister. What's your sister's name so I can send a shout out? I sent you a picture of my supervisor sleeping on the job. You're allowed to show it in your life. Yes, if you're wondering what what we are, Vicky, Blossom, and I are talking about, it's the blindfold challenge in honor of the International Disability Day, right? So we did crafting with a lot of us. I think I'm the only one who did not do the blindfold because I have vertigo and it can trigger it. If I can't do like 30 minutes with blindfolds, I get dizzy. So what I did was to put a screen in front and then my arm is like underneath the curtain like that. That's how I did it. Yes, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching. I had an eyelash in my blossom. Yes, it was ASMR and ambient snook, but YouTube changed it. Oh, really? I'm still a little lost. Okay, Vicky, we can like maybe one of these days to Zoom together. Okay, Sarah Allen. When doing a vertical live chat over the video is normal on a cell phone. And okay, and now Victor is on my his iPad and it's the same. And I'm using the app on both. I don't know what would happen if you use the browser, because I really know what when you're in the shorts feed, that is what's gonna happen. So you have to click on that so that you go back to your YouTube. I don't know what you call that. Dashboard or something, so that it goes on to okay, so it's just a way for YouTube to recommend you onto the shorts. So you know how it is when you're in the shorts, right? So you do like this, I guess. And then when you see, oh, there's somebody who's live, and then you click on that one, and then when you click on that one, supposedly, okay, so those comments should no longer appear on that one. Okay, but I haven't really checked it in quite a while. So we'll see. All right. So we have one of the, okay, so the dangle done. Okay, so now we're moving on to the wristlet. Okay, so we're going to work on the wristlet. Thank you so much, Victor, for testing. All right, so iPad. Okay. So hopefully Victor, he's my go-to person when I have tech issues all the time. As in all the time. So it's Victor and Roy for me. And nowadays, Victor isn't able to do, his usual live streams. But Roy does every Tuesday nights for you guys, 8 p.m. Or is it? Oh, yes. 8. Hold on. 9. Okay. 9 p.m. Central. Oh, wait. No, Roy is Eastern. So it is 9 p.m. because it's 10 a.m. for me. All right. So that is like okay. So the wristlet kind of thing. Right. So I'm just laying it. Again, if you don't have this kind of beadboard, just a towel, just to keep the beads, from actually rolling. All right. So Okay, so there you go. All right. So this time around, I am not. Definitely not. Okay, so let's use this one. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I have a long wire. Okay? So that it's not going to take me forever to finish this. All right. So, okay. I would rather have super long wire than get stuck with that issue again. All right. All right. So we're going to make the wristlet now. Okay. So again, make sure that, imagine this is your wrist. Okay. This is actually big, too long for me, but it's okay. Because, I have very thin wrist. Yes. So that it can be for, for somebody else as well. So I'm going to make it longer. Okay. So, and then white, because that was the color that you guys chose, like white and black. All right. So, wow, this is super long. It's okay. It's okay. I would rather have it super long than, okay, had my same issue, and then I'll just pull it. All right. Okay. So this one is super easy because all I'm gonna do is just to put in the beads. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna make sure that it is super. Okay, so let's get all the beads and start from one. So this is actually pretty relaxing. Okay, because you're just gonna focus on that one, and since you need to focus, okay, so whatever worries you may have, eventually can, for a few minutes. There you go. So just put all the beads in, so you can adjust the length eventually. Okay. Good night, sweetheart. Okay, my.
Because she assigned me, but it's getting late, so I gotta get to bed now.
All right. So my son is on his way to bed. Okay. Because my studio, my friends, is in my room. Right. So the only creator friend I know who has been to my house and has seen everything is my dear friend Victor in the chat, because she actually really, went to the Philippines to help me out with my first ever hybrid, craft getaway. And he even helped me set up my, the minute he saw, it's like, what are these wires, Lala? I said, because I rarely do Wi-Fi. Everything is wired for me, right? So my internet directly onto my computer, but the source of internet is outside. So because I really don't want to have an issue with connectivity in terms of internet. So if it's Wi-Fi, Victor told me this, like, so if you are your household, say you have your kids or your husband or whoever is in the house, somebody's using a computer, somebody's using a laptop, an iPad, what phone, whatever, whoever is using the internet on the Wi-Fi, and I think I learned, Victor, correct me if I'm wrong, whoever has the lowest, sometimes they cannot have like fast connection. So you're going to have that as well. And so if you are live streaming, it can affect your live stream. Right? So that's why I have everything wired. And when he saw my house, it's like, there are wires everywhere. I was like, so he helped me fix that. He fixed everything. And then there are different parts of the my home where the internet is not that fast. He also helped me with that, so that no matter where I am in the house, even if I'm on Wi-Fi, I have great connectivity, right? So we do have awesome tech friends in our community, right? So Roy, knows a lot about, the psyche and the things that we need as crafters in terms of, we like several cameras and stuff like that. So they do understand. So if you need or you want to ask, just check out their channels. Okay, and probably message DM them, right? So again, Roy is Tech Troublemaker and Victor is his personal is Sishong Victor, and his tech channel is Basic NAS. Right? So there you go. So you probably would think I am very techy. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just that I have great friends like Victor and Roy. Okay, so still not. Okay. So add some more who has helped me tweak. This is my 4th year of live streaming, my dear friends, right? So I'm very proud of Vicky. Shanna actually just started last year, and I was in her maiden live stream. She was testing and tweaking, and I was there when she started. She was having issues with audio, video, and after now she's such a pro, right? She does even several camera setups now. And, basically that's how you just, need to start, right? So you just, that's how you will know if you actually know it or not, actually do it. And Vicky, also, just started this year. So okay, please help out our dear, friends who are just started, their YouTube journey. Okay, what is this? This is here, right? So if you could check them out, my dear friends, they're awesome crafters, and I'm happy that they have decided to, to do this on YouTube. As you know, YouTube is, I'm not sure, but definitely one of the biggest depository of information, Google being one, and YouTube being owned by Google. Okay, so the things that we do, right? So for crafting and tech and stuff, these are evergreen content. People would always, okay, hold on. Okay, so I will, okay, now go back to our class. Okay, put that in onto that one. Okay. Okay, but first we need to put the crimp bead. I will continue on my talk about, okay, hold on. I just need to get crimp beads. Where are they? Okay, here it is again. Okay, my issue with where are all the stuff? Where are all the stuff? All right, so there you go. Just looking for some crimp beads. All right, so okay, it is okay. This is the one that's really, really frustrating, my friends. Okay, so when I start putting on the crimp beads, because my vision. Okay, there you go. Oh, see, how many did I put in there? 2? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's do one more so that there's 2 of them. Just to make sure. Okay, just to make sure that everything is okay. Okay. Oh, where is it? Oh my goodness, friends. Okay. There you go. See, I can't see. I'm okay. Okay, so where's the other one? Okay, there you go. All right, and then we will, okay, go around, okay, our clasp again. Okay, but first, let's move this back over there. All right, okay, and then, all right. Okay, now we will just go back to our crimp beads, okay? But first, where are our crimp beads? So after putting it on to going to our lobster clasp, then we're gonna put it back over here. Okay, actually this other one is very big. But I chose that because I can't see. Do you see? So I've put it there. Come on. Come on, focus. Okay, there you go. So it's in the crimp bead already. There you go. And then we will just pull like so. All right. And then we will just pull some more. Okay. So the one that you use to pull, my friends, is this one. Okay. Your flat nose pliers. Okay. What am I doing? Hold on. It's the other way around. Okay. So that's not the one that you're supposed to pull. It's this one. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay. And then I will pull this one. Okay. The other time, it was too long. I mean, too short now. It's kind of super long. All right. But don't worry. I'd rather have it, as I said, long than have it short because it's easier to pull. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay. Hold on to the lobster clasp. Okay, hold on to the edge and then just pull. Okay, until you have, you have pulled it very tightly. Okay, now we got to pull it a little bit farther because we want to close our crimp bead. Okay. All right. So you see those two crimp beads are there. Just flatten it. Flatten it. Okay. Make sure that you flatten. Okay. So that's going to be the lock. Okay. And then to make sure that it's still okay. See how long the extra is? All right. Now I can actually just, cut that. Okay. Okay. Now you just go back in so you can tuck in those extra wires. And then you cannot see it anymore. Okay, here we go again. Here we go again, Lala. Okay, no, but it's okay because this time around I really made sure that I have oh my goodness, this is it again. It's the site. I can't find where the hole is. Okay. There it is. Okay. And then there it is. Okay. All right. So you can pull them both. There you go. And then just, again, just put them into the next bead until you can, hide it. Maybe 2 to 3 beads inside so that you can't see. It will be hidden. All right. So there you go. Where's the other one? Okay, there it is. Ta-da! And then you can hold on to the lobster clasp and pull. All right. Okay, and then I'll go in again. Okay, so it's up to you how many beads you want to put it in. So, but since, I have a little bit, this is kind of long. So the only thing is, if you have better eyesight than I am, this would be very easy. It's just that I cannot really see where the holes. It's like I'm just trying to second guess myself that hopefully that was a hole. All right, there you go. I think this will be the last. Okay, I pulled it in. Hold on to the lobster clasp. So you see, I put it back after roll up, putting it in, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you can just simply cut that. Okay, as close to the edge of the bead as you can. Okay. But if you use a wire or a cord, we actually, and then you put it like a little bit like that. So now you cannot see where the edge of that one. And now you have a wristlet, a cute wristlet, right? So for your phone. And so these are the ones we use today. Okay, so we did like that. So now, so normally, because it's nicer if you have two kinds, right? So there you go. So let's see. Let's try to put this on my very high-tech iPhone 12 phone. Where is that? All right. So, okay. So let's remove everything else. Okay. So this is the one that we got from our day number 5. Okay, and then, okay, so we will, okay, so my existing one is on rose gold. So let's just remove that. Okay, and then put in the black. Okay, a phone, lanyard, holder, whatever it is you want to call it. Okay, basically it just is a way for you to kind of jazz up your phone. Okay. Oh, it's baliktad. Oops. I got it the wrong way. So this is where the Lala. Okay. There you go. Okay, so it's like that. So now you have that. Okay, and then just simply put it like so. You can put as many as you want, my friend. So it can even be a wristlet, right? So that, you know, you're talking to somebody or accidentally your phone, you lost hold or grip of your phone. It won't fall onto the floor. Okay, it's still, or so maybe, from your pocket. Okay, it's in your pocket. Okay, so you can, put it like so. Okay, come on, hand. Okay, so it's like that, right? And it can be like a nice decor on your pocket as well. All right, so that is our project for day number 5. This is what we got. So as I mentioned earlier on, okay, so for this advent calendar series, I am not sure if we're gonna be doing paper crafting, beading. I do a lot of things, right? So I can do different kinds of things. Anything crafty I like doing, right? But majority of all the things that you can find are, on card making, paper crafting, scrapbooking, planners. I hope they chose something planner related. All right. At any rate, maybe it's difficult because my advent calendar box is, kind of small. So I don't think there will be something that they can choose that's, kind of planner related. So it does look like that, right? So it's just very basic, beads, very easy to find, Amazon, your craft store. Oh, Yvette is here. Okay, I use my iPad. I love Kurumi. I don't use see any way out of the shorts feed on the iPad. Oh, really, Victor? But when you're on a computer, it's gonna be normal. All right. So thank you, Victor. Okay, I'm gonna study that further. Okay, so Vicky said, okay, I went into the browser and got in that way, and it's not doing it. Yay, yes. So when you're in your browser already, yes. It's just, that's what you call it. Hi, Yvette. Yvette is actually also doing a series of advent calendars, my friend. So, and I think in about maybe an hour or so, she's going to go live. All right. So I hope that you could, if you have time, check out Yvette Olea Creates. That is our dear friend Yvette. Good morning, Yvette. Hi, Christopher. Christopher, this is Yvette. I don't know if you know her already. She's an awesome, awesome crafter as well. Yes, I have to get ready go to the PT. Okay, I hope that everything turns out well, Vicky. And yes, Vicky has a new video up on her channel. Please check it out if you can. So as Blossom, are your swivel hooks plastic or metal? They're metal. These are metal. These are metal. The only things that are plastic, Blossom, are the beads. Okay, the beads are all plastic, but my hooks, my lobster clasps are metal. My phone holder is metal as well. I think aluminum. Yes, have a great day, Vicky. Correct. The device with the slowest connection or worst connection will affect every other device. All right. So if you're having problem live streaming, maybe that can be one of the issues. That's why I have a lot of wires. I don't want to take a risk. But it did make a lot of, because what I did was to cover the wires on the floor with, what do you call that? Wire covers, like the one that you put on the wall so that the wires can't be seen. It's like, but it's ugly, right? So Victor helped me tweak all of that. He made sure that all the wires went around all the corners so it's not ugly. I always thought you were the tech queen. No way, Blossom. No way. It's just I know that Ecamm, the one I'm using, can do a lot of those bells and whistles without even me having to, do the coding or put in the patches and all those stuff. And of course, awesome tech friends like Victor and Roy, right? I kid you not. If you message them, email them, they will definitely reply. And since, I am their friend and I always ask about, my issues as a crafter, live stream crafter, they probably would know how to answer you back, right? They're really tech friendly to crafters. There you go. Hi, Dean. Oh my goodness. Hi, Dean. I hope you're feeling okay, Dean. Thanks for dropping by. Dean is watching on Facebook, right? I love your planners. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Oh, you've seen some of the planners I do or I did. I go live at 10, 11, 12. Oh, later, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So it's about 11, 12, 1, 2. 3 hours from now, my friends. So that's actually 2 a.m. 10, 11, 12, 11, 12. Hold on. Now it's 11. 10 a.m. Pacific, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 2 a.m. my time. So that's 11, 12, 1, 2. In about 3 hours from now. Okay, so that you don't miss any, best to go to Yvette Olea Creates. That's her YouTube channel. Click on that subscribe and that notification bell because really YouTube now notifies when we are live, and that's how I am able to, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and then have to, like early in the morning, have to go to, use the bathroom, and I see notifications that, Dali, Stamper Girl is live, or Lynn, or, some of our dear friends like Yvette, right? So I'm able to at least say hi before you go back to sleep again and watch on replay the next day. Thank you so much. Thank you. I go live. There you go. So in a little under 3 hours. There you go. Yes. Just subscribe. Gosh, thank you so much, Christopher. I hope to catch you if ever you do content either on the live, your video premiere. Thank you so much for always being here since I started my my Vlogmas. All right, so that is again my snack for the day, mini Oreos. The trolley fruity gummy is gone. I've already consumed it. All right, and sad to say, hold on. Okay, let's go to our advent calendars. This one was the biggest surprise. Yes, Yvette wasn't here earlier on, and probably for those who are coming in, because the great reveal, when we opened up day number 5, there was nothing inside. Nothing. So that is the Advent calendar series for this one today. We got nothing. But, as some of you suggested, maybe it moved on to another, whole or day, as what happened to some of us last year for some of our Advent calendars. Okay, that we did open up. So I said, I'm going to email them. But then I realized, no, 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 take time. Maybe it just went into another hole. Right? So, okay, so that's it for day number 5 of my Advent calendar series. Again, you cannot find this Advent calendar box anywhere if you're on replay or coming in just now, because this was curated by my son and my daughter. All right, so that is it for today, and this is what we got. Again, this holder, and our crafty activity was to create, charms for it, or wristlet charms. All right, so with that, okay, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And if you can, that notification bell, because I do not only live stream, though live streaming is my favorite way to do content, because with with live stream, I don't need to edit. I don't like editing. Yes, I do a lot of mistakes. A lot of things can happen, like what happened today, right? So I cut the wire too short. It kind of, earlier on, I would have probably cried and said, "Oh, I'm gonna give up." But such is life, right? Life happens, and you just be yourself, and everybody, like what you guys are, you're so very supportive. Hold on, let me just drink a bit of water. Okay, Blossom said, I was able to attend the entire live uninterrupted. Yahoo! Oh, yes, you did, my friend, and I'm super grateful to you, Christopher. Victor, who has been here since the beginning. I'm so grateful that you got the time. And for those who actually dropped by, thank you so much. Okay, I have a dry throat, as I've been talking and talking and talking, right? So again, thank you so, so much, my dear friends. I hope to see you once again tomorrow. Okay, here's the thing. Tomorrow, now I can go watch Tracy. Better late than never. Yes, I'm gonna see you there. Tracy, my dear friends, is not afraid of color. All right, yes, because this used to be her episode where she crafts in the morning with Dawn. Okay, but Dawn is on a sabbatical from online crafting. So, yes, head on to Not Afraid of Color. All right, so with that, see you tomorrow. But tomorrow, I'll probably be going live your evening today, because I have some preparations for Christmas party. But then again, best is to make sure that you are subscribed, so you will get that notification. And yes, with that, thank you so, so much, my dear friends, for hanging out with me for quite a while, or more than 2 hours. Sorry about that. Should have been just less than that if I didn't make a boo-boo with the wires. All right, with that, thank you so much. God bless you all, and see you tomorrow. Bye.